in academia. Is there a change ahead? What do you think? Yes? Oh, yes. It's so nice also to have those male visitors. You think a change is ahead? How come you say yes immediately?
Demographically, the women that are studying and graduating. And I think it's gradually slowing in what we miss if we don't change.
Thank you so much for being with us today. Wonderful. We have plenty of room for discussion in the panel debate later on this morning. And well, my name is Simone van Trier. I will be your moderator for today. And I am very sure that a very interesting program has been set up for you. Various speakers from in and outside the academic world will give you a presentation. And as I said in the panel debate at the end of this morning, there will be room for debate. So if there are questions, remarks, comments or whatsoever, please keep them up till that moment. And if it's really too important, you want to express yourself right away, then please, of course, feel free to do so. It's an informal morning conference, so you're more than welcome to join and to add some munition to the discussion. Okay, before we start, and I do introduce to you the first speaker, I would like to give the floor to the man who will, in his word of welcome, certainly pay attention to why he attaches so great importance to this subject of women in academia. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to give the floor to the president of the University of Maastricht, Mr. Martin Pol. Go ahead.
I would also like to welcome you for this morning's symposium, also on behalf of my colleagues, Nick Bos and Luc Soete. And as you know, or maybe know, we choose always topics that are of particular interest for our university as a topic for the opening academic year. Not only to have an interesting theme to discuss, but also we choose issues that we feel also there need to be continued. And the issue that we chose this year, women in academia, is an important theme. As you know, I come from Germany to this country, and the Netherlands is considered, and rightly so, in many aspects more modern than Germany. And but this is one area, female careers in academia, where I think statistically, but Katalin Jonker will maybe tell us more about it, the Netherlands is lagging behind. And I think it's important for institutions such as universities, such as this university, to do something about it, particularly if you're a university that wants to be innovative and says even it's leading in learning and it needs to learn. And that's why we chose this topic. So it's not the end of a discussion today. At the end of the day, I think it should be the beginning of a discussion. And we have, together with a group of female professors and colleagues, discussed this program, and it was a big issue that while we have, of course, a Center for Gender and Diversity at this university, they wanted really to get external input in what we can do. So at the end of the day, we want to continue with this discussion and also implement it into something that changes it's something at this university. So we have done the same thing in last year when, for example, the idea of the knowledge access to candidates was born in one of these symposia, so we also have a track record. The symposium itself has generated a lot of interest. Also, some female colleagues approached me and said, well, you know, we feel a bit strange that it's only about women. And of course it's not about women, it's about diversity. But I answered them, I mostly are at symposia where the only men are speaking, and I never was, or not frequently approached by men and said that this is an issue. So it also shows that we look at things sometimes differently. So I'm very happy that we're here, and we continue, of course, this afternoon, and I hope you'll all be there with our formal opening of the academic year. As a keynote speaker, we have Jennifer Barnes from Cambridge University that I also would like to welcome here in our midst. So having said that, I hope we have an interesting morning and that we learn a lot to then turn into practice. And I give it back to Simone.
Okay. Thank you so very much, Martin Pol. Okay. Now, time for the first expert I am able to introduce to you, and I'm very happy to do so. because we really can count her an expert on the subject. She started her academic career back in the 70s, and one could say she just carried on until today. And her current position is rector of the University of Münster. And as Martin Paul said, well, what can we learn from the universities, for example, in Germany? And that's what will happen now. And just to give you a short introduction, we made a little video portrait of Prof.dr. Ursula Nelles, not only to give you an idea of her surroundings back at the University of Münster, but also to give you a flavor of her ideas. So let us first have a quick view to this video, and then I would like to ask you a warm welcome for Prof.dr. Ursula Nelles.